Hello, people. Welcome back to the weekly stand up. This is a place where I usually spaz about boy groups and where Pao usually spazzes about girl groups. So,
Yes,
since we talked
yes.
about a boy group member last time,
It is very equal.
we're now gonna talk about
We take turns.
yes, we're now gonna talk about some girl groups.
Um,
Pao will lead the way.
we are on another journey,
Yeah,
another destination. I think I called
yeah,
it the
yeah,
last
yeah.
episode. And yeah, I think the reason why I chose these two groups is because they I think represent a lot of where I think K-pop is headed, like
Mm,
a lot of
that's true.
where the money is being put in, at least by
That is also true.
production companies. Specifically, two sides to it, right? One is, I think, the concepts, the lore building. Before it used to be like, oh, we'll do like a song and then we'll build the lore
Yeah,
around
yeah,
the song. But now it's like lore first, and
yeah,
then we create the songs from
yeah.
the whole concept.
True.
So sometimes it's not even the music that draws you into the group. It's just
It's the
the
lore.
concept. It's the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And then the second part of it is I think there's a lot more hip hop, like R&B. It's not just like the K hip hop, K R&B that we've talked about in previous episodes, but I
Yeah.
think like even the genre that maybe girl groups in particular, but maybe even boy groups also like are getting into is it's a lot more prevalent.
Mm.
And there are probably some differing opinions on, oh, like K-pop's becoming too hip hop or what, or
Mm. I don't
or they
mind.
really want it to just be hip hop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but I find it pretty interesting, like those two things. I mean, of course, there are probably a ton of other
Yeah.
directions, but yeah, these I think, at least from my perspective, are stuff that's getting really popular. And obviously, these two groups, if yeah, you don't live under a rock, I guess, like you probably know them already
Hey,
or have
at least
heard.
this one I listen like
No,
I
I mean, like, even
know.
if you don't listen, like you probably
You
would have
know.
encountered their songs
Yeah.
one or another. Like it's
The
almost
algorithm.
unavoidable. Like even memes have been made
Yeah,
of
yeah,
their
yeah.
songs. Yeah.
And like I
So,
feel other people's like for example, I'm a fan of NCT. People will make edits of
all right, using the
NCT members
song,
using the songs. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Correct, correct.
Or like they'll title the edit as the fan edit as like, oh, this group is a fan of
Yeah, like
other group songs.
I mean, do what you gotta do, right?
Sure, sure. Get those views,
Yeah.
just like us.
Just like I was gonna say, we do that too.
We're all in this together.
Yes. So,
So I haven't said the
yeah,
group names. So the first one we're doing is Newjeans. I decided to show Mika like the music video of
I
Ditto
haven't actually watched it. I know
because
the
I think
song, but I
it's
haven't watched it.
because I think the music video in particular just
Oh, it's
hammers
the
down the whole
lore.
concept, lore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's even on its own, like if you watched it as like a, I don't know, like a short movie or whatever, it's a pretty interesting storyline.
Mm,
And there's a whole like follow-up content that I wanted to talk about also.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll do that first. I think so the interesting thing is like New Jeans has this whole like retro early late 90s, early 2000s kind of concept. For this particular song, they did like a side A, side B, which should be familiar
Okay.
to those of us who have listened to cassette tapes before, which have a side A and a side B.
Yeah.
So I think they just, that's again one example of the whole concept thing. Yeah, so I think let's just get into it and then we
Let's
can,
go.
have a processing afterwards.
Before we do that, can you dance? Oh my God. Okay, let's
Let's
spare
get
the
into it.
viewers. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I feel like the very few viewers we already have will just,
Yeah.
dislike video.
Stay. We're gonna react.
Don't
Okay.
go. Okay,
This
go.
is side A. Let's go.
Yeah. VHS tape.
Okay, let me remove the ad. Sorry.
Sorry, folks. It's a camcorder recording.
Yeah.
There's like deep cuts of an looks like deep cuts of an old recording. Okay, zoomed out perspective.
Am I supposed to be scared?
It does have that effect if you're watching this for the first time.
Yeah. Eh?
Is this binaural beats? No, I'm just kidding. Call back to our previous episode.
Yo.
I really found this percussion really interesting. I don't know what like snare, the tuning of the snare. Oh, she made a mistake here. She made a mistake in the dance moves, and that's apparently like an actual mistake she made in the music video, and they kept it there.
Will I get it more if I watch side B?
Yeah, we have to watch this. I think it's best if we watch it side B right away after you watch side A.
Okay.
Just pay attention to the details in the music video.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna, take a test. Huh?
Oh, here you go.
Huh? What? Huh?
This is
Bro, what the? Well, Mr. Wusok Shin, I am confused.
let's go to side B.
Okay.
Let's just finish the whole thing and
Yeah, okay.
we can talk about it.
Okay.
think about me now, yeah, all the time, yeah, all the time. I got no time to lose. 내 길었던 하루 난 보고 싶어. 라따따따 울린 심장. I got nothing to lose. 널 좋아한다고. 라따따따 울린 심장.
I feel like there's a lot of cogs and wheels going in Mika's brain. Like, what's happening? To be fair, I was also very confused the first time I watched it.
Does this explain stuff or like it'll leave you more confused?
Actually, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you'll take it.
Okay.
Let's see to the end. For me, I had to watch it a second time.
Okay.
기다렸지 all this time. I got nothing to lose. 널 좋아한다고. 라따따따 울린 심장.
Oh.
Stay in the middle like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘 say it back on say it out. 아침이 너무 멀어서 say it out. I don't want to walk in this middle. 다 아는 건 아니어도 바라던 대로. 말해줘 say it back out say it out. I want you so say it out.
Bro.
Is the deer again?
Yeah.
I hope you still remember the first scene from the first movie.
No. Wait. So what's with the deer? Oh.
You remember the first scene from the first video?
Oh. Oh.
Okay, I got chills here. This time. It's the same girl who was taking the camcorder video.
Yeah.
Well, she's older now. Okay. I wanna hear what's your interpretation from just one viewing.
No, I cannot. I feel like I need to watch them again.
The girl who was taking the camcorder video,
Yeah.
her name is Hisu, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what they're calling her. And she's the same lady who came in the start of the first video, and
Yeah.
the same lady who came at the end of the second video when she's older. So she's basically digging up like a recording, the old recording
Yeah.
of the friends, right? And then
Yeah.
basically what happened in between the two videos is that there's a twist where like you don't know whether she is just imagining
Yeah, exactly.
the friends or not.
Yeah.
And then finally towards the end of the second video, she decides to leave those friends behind. So she left them in their, like, she went on her own in the rain, right? Or she didn't answer the phone when they were calling. And it's basically, from what I've gathered from the interwebs,
Yes, we trust.
from the
Just kidding.
interwebs,
Yeah.
the name of the girl taking the video is Ban Hisu. Like, that's her whole
Okay.
name.
Okay.
And then if you say it quickly enough, it becomes
Hisu.
Bunnies.
Bunnies.
Bunnies, which is the fan club name of Newjeans. So it's basically supposed to represent a fan like following the idols
Oh my
while
gosh.
she was in high school. And basically her story is like just like many people, they follow a group in high school and then they leave them behind and then that's the purpose of the guy. Like the guy is supposed to represent coming of age, you go into a relationship with somebody else other than the idol group and then now that she's older, she comes back and then she sees them all and then basically the message is like, even if you're older, you can still come back to us and all that.
Bro, I thought it was some horror movie.
Okay, I thought that's my first watch interpretation
Yeah.
also. Then when I watched it the second time, and after I read also the comments, I was mind
Wow.
blown.
Yeah, man. So what's with the deer?
To be honest, I don't know.
I
If I
thought
were
there
to
was
give a guess, it probably represents innocence or something like that. Like I don't know her childhood or something like that. But yeah, I think I found it pretty interesting because it's basically a lot of what younger stands go through.
yeah,
Actually, even our friend PDNM
Quinn.
Quen, actually pretty similar story, right? Like
Yeah,
falls in K-pop, then takes a break,
yeah.
and then comes
Comes
back.
back.
I thought it's very meaning. Like it could apply to like anybody. Like interesting message. Even if the lyrics of the song are very like feel like high school romance with the added layer of the music video and all that
Yeah.
gives it like another meaning.
How
So
does
yeah,
that relate to the song?
the explanation of the group is that ditto, like the word that you say when you say like, oh, same, right? Like ditto, me too, right? So I think what they're trying to go after is that sort of feeling where you're like, when you follow an idol group, like you feel like you're with them. You're like, oh, let's go watch a movie, let's go get snacks, me too. Me too. Apparently that doesn't last, but they hope it will when you come back. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's pretty interesting. It still fits with the whole larger retro theme
Hmm.
because they use the whole retro, VHS, cassette
Yeah.
tapes, camcorders, even the editing and all that gives a very like retro feel.
Yeah.
Commitment to the whole concept, even
Yeah.
to the larger concept of the group. Pretty
Interesting
amazing to
play with
see.
the
Uh,
bunnies.
and there's actually another layer to that, which I'll share at the end of this episode. Which I think you'll
Okay.
find. But first, I just wanted
Okay.
to slot in an Emojin Service
Yeah.
announcement.
Let's go.
So one of the members of the group, Hanni, who's like a Vietnamese Australian, she went on Emojin Service. All of the songs that she sang, plus the song that she sang with Emojin, which is Lucky.
Mm.
I would definitely recommend to listen to her. Her voice is very like very R&B, and yeah, I wanted to share a song, one of those covers that she did, R&B song called "Water" by Colde. And
I
so
love
the
cold.
interesting thing about this particular version, which
Mm.
I'm gonna share, is that it's not actually the actual cover itself. So there's this YouTube channel, Ryan. He basically gets the original and then stitches it with the cover, so you
Let's
can
go.
hear both of them, and it's like they're doing a duet.
Let's go.
We're not sponsored by Grab.
Yeah, I was gonna. Sorry.
가만 보면 너는 진짜 너무해 때론 날 무심하게 하는 내 깨진 채 불안함이란 볼을 내려줘
It's nice that the version that he added of that song was with the band also.
Mm.
얼굴을 푹 숙인 채 건데 그냥 나를 품에 안겨있고 싶은데
나로서 너의 말들에 찔려서 네가 나서 난 근데 걱정은커녕 혼자
You know, sometimes Cole does Twitter Spaces or like Sunday
Really?
Jazz, and I just listen. I love Cole.
Like he just plays jazz music in
Yeah,
the Twitter
yeah.
space.
난 와르르 무너지고 말아 나의 맘은 와르르
Vibe.
내게 이뤄진 맘을 없는 하루는 상상하기조차 싫은 걸 아무것도 할 수 없을 걸 바보가 돼버린 거야 baby.
Oh yeah, Water is like it's like an onomatopoeia
Mm.
of when your heart breaks, right? Like,
Ooh.
it's like a heartbreak song.
내게 이뤄진 맘을 없는 하루는
You said she's Vietnamese Australian,
Yeah,
so she's not Korean at all.
I don't think so. Her last name is Hanni Fan. Yeah.
Mm.
사랑을 말할 때 어떤 순간들이 우리를 찾아와도 흔들리지 않기로 해 넌 파도를 타듯 마음만 구해줄래 널 가라앉지 않게 꿈을 쫓기라도
사랑의 말을 시험해 넌 놀린 속죄 감사만 해 도저히 못 풀겠을 때 그냥 너가 좀 알려줘 yeah. 정답을 알게 됐을 땐 환한 미소를 내게 줘
She does the low notes pretty pretty well.
I like that part.
오늘 지금 말해 아무 말이든 내게 이러지 마 baby 너무나도 상상하기 조차
A Day Without You, I don't even want to imagine. Really a heartbreak song.